It's Geekonomics. We're back after a couple week hiatus.
Hiatus port.
It
was actually only a week.
Was it really? It felt like longer than that. Well, it's like we had the Venom show, which really wasn't a live show.
Oh yeah, the Venom show was the last show we did.
So,
dude, I have been fighting off this sinus infection forever.
I heard.
It sucks. I'm done with medication. I'm still clogged up. I feel better, but it just
you have schnoz issues.
It's not going away, man.
Yearly thing with you, it seems like.
I've never had a sinus infection before.
But I mean, yearly you get like a sickness of this time of year.
You know what's interesting?
You and this time of year don't get along.
Last week was our 20-year. It's 15 years.
I know, it's crazy.
And I aired it the day it aired, which was a Wednesday, not a Monday.
Whichever.
But I was stuffed up during that. I was sick.
Sick during that. That's what I was thinking as I was
like, wow, look at that.
Like, you've been sick every year for 15 years.
Probably.
Same time of year.
It just gets worse and worse.
You should get one of those, like, the mask like the Japanese folks walk around in from end of September to the beginning of November.
September, I the weekend before Venom, I got super sick. Fever and shit. Then I started feeling all right. Venom, I wasn't 100%. Yeah. And then that weekend, the fever came back and everything came back. And then I went to the doctor. They're like, you have a sinus infection. I've been on amoxicillin for the last week. I started feeling better about Saturday of this past Saturday. But I'm still not 100% and I'm still clogged up. And a part of me is like, oh, God, I don't want it to come back.
Yeah.
Like maybe it didn't fight it off. Maybe the medication wasn't strong enough. I don't know. So I took some Mucinex this morning.
Did you do like one of those like alert allergy things? You can find out if you're allergic to something.
It's not. It's a sinus infection.
Well, I know, but that might lead to your sinus infection, I'm saying.
I got sick, and that probably led to it. I'm not allergic. I've had allergy tests before. I'm allergic to...
mice.
Nope.
Oh.
I'm allergic to grass. To grass.
Yes. Do you wear a mask when you mow your lawn?
Oh, it's bagged. I don't even have...
But still, there's still spores that come out of your lawnmower.
No, I've never had a big problem. I'm not
probably should. Might not be a bad idea.
But I actually haven't mown my lawn in a long time.
That's true.
Because I haven't needed to. My grass is cool. I love my new grass because it slows down in the fall and then it goes dormant.
Yeah,
it turns brown for the winter.
Yeah, that's what mine does.
Yeah, so like right now it's barely growing.
Yeah.
The only thing I do is got to pick up leaves.
Yeah.
But it's
light on the leaf. Knock on wood, it's been light on the leaves so far.
Well, it's coming
in my area, so
yeah. But anyway, I don't know. It sucks. So
hopefully you feel better soon, Bryon.
Thanks, Marc. So last week I aired this 20-hour countdown. It's a great going down memory highway, as they say.
A lot of crappy music.
Yeah, it's interesting. We had Nickelback on that, and I was like,
a lot of shitty music.
I was like, wow.
I was like fast forwarding through a lot of stuff. Like, wow.
I was
not sitting through Thursday. I'll tell you that.
Well, I like Thursday. It was the Nickelback.
Chevelle.
Chevelle's not bad.
A lot of bands that all sound exactly the same is what I realized from that time frame.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
It was right before Foo Fighters came out with Best of You and all that. That album came out.
Yeah.
And that's when music started to get better again. But it was like in that time frame, it was a lot of just...
This is the early 2000s.
The exact same songs, just written by different people.
But
with the same sound.
I'm going to say one thing. Needless to say, some of the music was bad. Some was really good. Needless to say, it was at least rock music. Because now you listen to 104.
You can't listen to anything.
It's not rock music anymore.
No.
Some of it's all right. Some of it I like.
Yeah.
Some bands I still like. But it's not rock.
No.
There's a different sound to it. And I'm fine with that.
It's like a jug band almost.
But
nowadays.
I kind of miss...
Mumford & Sons. And
I miss the rock.
Very twangy.
Yeah, I miss the rock music. So in that case, I didn't mind it.
Yeah.
But here, Nickelback on the list was so funny. And I think we liked that song. I think we liked it in a weird, like, ironic way.
Yeah, we liked it in a way that no one else liked it.
But that's before Nickelback went full Nickelback.
Yes.
That was when
pre-Nickelback was
cool.
that week and a half where they were actually popular.
Yeah. And then people were like, wow, every song sounds the same and they suck and the only people like it are like
I thought it was hilarious that it was the birth of the Win a Date with Bailey contest.
That's what I want to talk about.
A lot of people have talked about that since then.
We got to talk about that. So next week,
that stuff that wouldn't fly in 2018. That was the first thing.
I was like, wow.
I was like, what were we thinking?
This is before Me Too.
Before anything. It was like,
this is before hashtag
hey,
Me
you want
Too.
to date with our hot weather girl? Here, call this number.
Now next week we're not doing a show, but I'm going to be airing
the date night version.
I'm going to be airing the 20 Rock Countdown that we aired on Halloween, or the day before Halloween.
Nice.
Dan Wilkinson's on there,
of course.
Allison Wood's on there, and we do all these weird sketches near the end, and it gets really crazy.
It usually did.
So, and I think we either
around the same time as the Win a Date with Bailey. That was the.
Win a Date with Bailey.
That was the year of going to Bailey's house for Halloween.
Yeah. But I
played a lot of Blades of Steel that night.
Because you got drunk.
Well, I was fifth wheeling it.
I guess.
I was. I mean, honestly.
Well, what I'm trying to say is the Win a Date with Bailey happened in November?
Yes. It was after. Yes.
Yeah. So next week's episode,
did you go see The Matrix?
We did. What I want to tell Bobby,
I remember that,
and people who listen to this. So this is what happened. I had a Saturn. I had like a 2003 or
Saturn. Yeah.
Saturn.
Yeah.
Now, for some reason, the game was rigged. So everybody who thinks that like we just randomly hooked up Bailey with someone,
it was semi-rigged.
It was all rigged.
Yeah.
Oh God, it was rigged.
We didn't really get a lot of prize winners.
Allison's friend,
Chris.
She was like, we should just have Chris win, and
just
then
have them because Bailey got the pick. We said that in the thing. Bailey was able to pick the winner,
but
we had no decision making skills.
And it was this guy, Chris.
Yeah, and she had a thing like they were trying to set each other up. So
it didn't happen. I don't think. I don't remember.
No, they didn't end up doing anything after that.
No.
It didn't work out. He was kind of.
We went to Ground Round.
We did. we chaperoned.
Yeah,
mind you, Bryon and I.
Yeah.
Which was awkward enough as it was.
We're all friends. Nothing. It wasn't like anything was going on.
No,
but
it was still kind of weird that it was like we're just going with these people on this date that we put together.
It wasn't. I don't find it weird. It wasn't weird.
It was weird.
You're weird for thinking it was weird. It was pretty normal. It was just like a bunch of...
If you were on a date with like a friend...
It wasn't a real date.
But if like that was the whole shtick of the thing was as a date. So if the two friends were going out together to go to dinner and a movie
but Marc,
that we paid for...
Yes.
And you're just two guys just walking, hanging out with you.
Yes, but it was all of us, like friend, like we were all hanging out as friends. It wasn't like anything, a romantic dinner at Ground Round. I mean, come on, give me a break.
We did drive him in the Saturn. They did get the
That's the part that was weird. We
put him in the back seat.
Yeah, and then we all went to the Matrix.
We did. I don't think it was even the first Matrix.
No, it was the second one.
Was it the second one?
And we were all like, it wasn't that good.
Yeah,
like it was all right. Like that was the Smith fight that looked like a
really bad CG'd Smith fight.
Yeah, and then the third Matrix movie came out.
Yes, it did.
Was it the third or the second one?
I want to say it was the second one.
What it was?
2003, maybe? It was 15 years ago, 2003.
All right, but hold on. I got to look up Matrix movies. So Matrix... no, wait. It wasn't Reloaded. It was Revolutions.
So it was the last one?
It was the last one.
Wow.
It came out November 5th, 2003.
That's what we went to. That was the day of the thing. We went opening night. Went to the early showing.
Yeah, I think we went to like a 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock showing.
Yeah, we went on the day of it, release.
Wow. So it was the last Matrix movie.
Wow.
And then the ending went off the rails. Yeah. It's the one I least remember.
That was the one where he, like, at the end of it, he becomes
God.
Into the Matrix.
Yeah, he becomes like this Jesus Christ.
And, like, it's all the mechanical things, like, carrying him.
He basically becomes...
He gets blinded.
He becomes the thing that Doctor Strange fights at the end of Doctor Strange. That big thing.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It was stupid.
It's weird because I love the first movie, and I just feel like this...
And at the end, it's like the lady sitting on the bench.
Yeah. Like Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Was it Oracle?
Yeah, the Oracle, and then what's his name shows up and talks to her.
Keanu Reeves?
No, the other guy.
Morpheus?
Lawrence Fishburne, yeah.
Morpheus.
Yeah. It's just weird.
Yeah, I mean, they just overcomplicated it.
Yeah.
With those sequels. I think the first one was fine the way it is.
Yeah.
I love the first. I still love the first one to this day.
Yeah.
I just think 2 and 3 went over the deep end.
It did. It got weird.
They overcomplicated it.
They did.
That's really what it was. They got cocky.
Their brothers got too involved in it. That's what happened.
Well, the sisters now.
No, Wachowski brothers, wasn't they the
They're
ones
not
that did?
brothers anymore.
What happened?
I think they both got sex changes.
Did they really?
One of them did.
Oh, good for him.
No, I gotta look this up.
Good for that person.
Good for her.
Yes.
Let's see. How do you spell their last name?
Wachowski.
I got it. Yeah, you're pretty close.
Ah, that's pretty good.
Wachowski brothers. Lance Wachowski, formerly Lawrence Larry, and Lily, formerly Andrew, are American film and director producers. They're siblings and both trans women. Both of them.
Oh, they both switched. Oh,
yeah.
Good for them.
Lena was Lawrence, and Lily was Andrew. So now they're the Wachowski
sisters.
Trans women.
Or sisters.
Or sisters.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? What are the chances?
That's interesting.
Wow. Here's a picture of both of them. Look at. This is what they looked like, and this is what they look like now.
Huh. They definitely make prettier women than they did handsome men.
The bald guy, he looks better.
Yeah, I'd say the other guy does too.
Yeah. Wow.
It worked out for him.
Okay, this is what they looked like.
Yeah, they were not handsome men. You can understand why the Matrix was so bad because of that.
And now one of them looks like the lead singer to the Four Non Blondes.
Yeah, that is true. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Good for him. Them.
And that's them arrested in Enfield, Connecticut. No, I don't know. Some sponsored shit.
All right, whatever. So
anyway,
that happened.
So interesting. We learned a lot. So anyway, Bailey's thing, it was rigged the whole time. We had fun with it, though.
Yeah.
We couldn't get away with that now.
No.
It was very weird. No. I'm listening to it going, wow.
Like, what were we thinking? And my terrible Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, my God. Was that horrible?
Oh.
Yes.
Why do I think that was funny? And yes. I did ads in an English accent for some reason.
You sound like you're trying to do Irish or English.
Why was I doing ads?
The WSAC Nordic Show.
Marc and Bryon.
Oh, God, it was too funny.
Why was I doing those? What were we doing?
So I got a couple surprises, though. Next week, get another 20-hour countdown, which actually is like one of my favorites because we do these weird sketches. We used to do some
random things.
And then I got something
then the phone calls are even hilarious, too. Irene called in.
Yeah, that was a fake phone call.
Yeah.
They're all fake.
I called in as someone else.
Yes. We had fun with it.
We used to do the weirdest things.
And we used to laugh our asses off thinking people were actually going to buy it. Or whatever.
We used to think we were funny.
Oh, God. We still do.
We still do.
We still think we're funny. That's the sad part. The week of Thanksgiving, I got something planned that has not seen the light of day since it aired.
Ooh, is this the avant-garde episode?
Oh, it's going to be something.
I can tell.
It's Thanksgiving
week. Is this the
week,
show
though.
that got us kicked off the air?
No, we don't have that one.
Oh, dang it.
I wish we did, huh?
That would be awesome. Josh Ballard and Mike Haynes.
We were gone.
The avant-garde section.
The only reason.
Of The Advocate.
Yeah, that episode is... That's gone.
Yeah.
That's in the vault. That's
somewhere.
That's in the Disney vault.
The Disney vault. Figure at least 20 years later.
Yeah. Anyway.
Special golden collection.
I figured, if we got nothing going on, I'm digging through and finding old shit.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? It's fun to listen back.
It is.
And our voices sounded so different.
We sounded really young.
Very young.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's like we didn't hit puberty yet or something.
It's creepy.
It's weird. Like I told Claire, you want to tell someone layers to do? Go back and listen to me.
Did Claire listen to it? I want to know.
Not yet. She's going to.
How far back is she on these shows?
She's like 2 or 3. She doesn't do the after the movie ones, so.
Oh, I don't blame her.
Yeah. They get kind of off the rails anyways, so it's not really worth listening to.
Well, the Venom one was good because I broke it up at like the 15-minute mark. And then I wrote in the notes, I said, becomes Geekonomics After Dark.
Yeah, pretty much.
So people didn't have to listen to it. But
yeah.
Whatever. So anyway, that's the 20 Rock Countdown. That's what happened. Next week, you'll get to hear some more.
It was great, though. We had a great time doing those.
That was a great show. I love doing that show. Remember, I used to have the lists.
We used to go to Billboard every week and print out the Billboard top 20 modern rock songs.
Yep.
And any songs we didn't like, we would replace with songs you did like.
Yes. That was rigged, too.
I remember that.
Well, I would replace it with a local band.
Foo Fighters got on the countdown before Foo Fighters was even out.
Yeah.
Because we just didn't want to play, like, Breaking Benjamin or something.
Yeah. We got to, we created our own. Once the song entered the countdown, though, it would piggyback on that person.
Song, yeah,
that song. So if that song did drop off, they would drop off.
Like, GB&E got, number one because whatever song we put them in for got the number one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so.
We made them the number one song.
Yeah. It sucks. MySpace, I have 3 files that were on MySpace. I can't play them because I wanted to rip them off. I can't play it. I don't know my login. I can't log in, but I can find the pages, but it won't play them. So I think they're just gone, which sucks because there was 2 good clips on there.
Doesn't Facebook own that now?
Huh?
I think Facebook owns MySpace.
Facebook does not own MySpace.
Yeah, they bought MySpace. They bought the...
No, Justin Timberlake.
Oh.
Facebook does not own MySpace.
Oh.
MySpace exists, but it's not owned by Facebook. Justin Timberlake they were trying to make it back into music. I don't think there's current stuff on there, but nobody really goes on there.
Who goes on MySpace?
And the funny thing is, you can link it to Facebook.
Oh, well.
Like what the fuck, Chuck?
There you go.
Who cares? All right, so this weekend, before I get into Saturday, I want to remind everybody it is Free Comic Book Day Part 2.
It is.
Matt's and all your local comic book shops will be having Free Comic Book Day. It's the least known of the 2.
Yes, it's the Halloween version is what they call it.
Yes, and you get a lot of great books. Definitely support because, as long as you guys show up, people show up and get your stuff, they'll continue doing it. It's not publicized. It's not really talked about, but it is this Saturday.
Unless you're in the comic book thing, because the Diamond Publishing books, that's all they talk about.
I know, but if you're not in the know, you don't know.
Yeah.
And the interesting part is, Mark, the next time we have a Free Comic Book Day, you're getting married.
I am.
You're getting married on Free Comic Book Day.
Am I?
Yep.
Wow.
It's that weekend.
Maybe I'll have to swing over to Matt's after I get married and get some comic books.
I'm getting before you get married. Talking about?
Maybe we'll do that beforehand. We'll stop by Matt's early in the morning. Our suits. We'll drive over there.
And that's what. So that would take. So
books.
if Matt Ryan's going to the wedding, he won't be at Matt's. You won't be at Matt's.
I don't think anyone will be at Matt's. Neither will Hutzel.
Hutzel's never at Matt's.
I know what I'm saying, but they'll be like...
He doesn't go.
None of the normal suspects would be at...
Matt's will be packed.
Oh, yeah.
But Hutzel doesn't go.
Yeah, it's like...
Hutzel only worked
Black
at Matt's this pack during Camp Anime.
Yeah.
They actually had him. He was the only one not at Camp Anime.
Well...
He worked the weekend.
He's not very big into camping, so...
Or anything.
For that matter.
So, Sunday... The East of the River
Comics and Collectibles show.
From 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Correct.
At the Golden Gavel.
You are also correct.
In East Windsor, Connecticut.
Again, you're correct.
We will have our booth there.
We will.
But next to our booth, our friend Jeremy.
Yep, we'll have his booth.
We'll have his booth, which he sold a lot. I bought some stuff off of him last time.
We got a lot of stuff still.
Good
we got
deals.
Some new stuff as well.
Good steals. And if you say New England Clam Chowder, you get 10% off. Ask for me, 10% Charlie.
Ask for me, 10% Bryon. No, and also I am pulling up my collection of comics and going through as we speak.
Oh.
So there'll be some newer stuff in there. His dad got some older stuff. We've also gone through like collections we had or like series that he had. Like he had a lot of small, like 3 or 4 issue collections.
Yeah.
And we've gone back and purchased
Filled
the books
them out.
to fill them up. So,
I finally finished my Sleepwalker collection.
Wow.
I got the whole run.
Wow.
I went to Mansfield for on Sundays. They do their garage, the big flea market.
Yeah.
So we always show up late with
The
the
drive-in?
the drive-in. They have a gigantic room area that's always closed. We got there early. I said, Allison, I'm going there first because they have a huge comic book selection. It's always closed. I get there, the guys are like, yes. So I'm looking through the boxes. One is literally labeled Sleepwalker, and I went, I've never seen a tall box labeled Sleepwalker before. I rip it open. He has 5 out of the maybe 7 or 8 I'm missing. Then I go on Amazon. I buy the last of them. I was like, fuck it. I'm done searching. I'm going to Amazon.
Other places are good.
Got them on Amazon.
MyComicShop.com, which is probably where you got them from because I do everything through Amazon.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Finish my
that's where you
collection.
go and get the stuff to finish up things.
I'm so excited. I'm thinking about getting them bound. I want to get it bound. I just got to figure out where to do that. But I'm so happy. I want to read the... Now, Sleepwalker came back.
You did.
Issue 1
I saw that.
came out. They brought him back, and I don't know if it's a limited thing. They're bringing these characters back because they're doing a whole other thing.
Like a relaunch of everything again.
Well, it's another event.
Yeah.
Which I could care less about. But I bought Sleepwalker. It was kind of cool.
Of course you did.
But, man, oh, man, I'm excited for this Sunday.
It's going to be fun. It's always fun. It's like
Yeah.
you get to see people you haven't seen in a while.
Go diving, box diving.
Box diving's always fun.
I'm going to bring some cashish.
I haven't been to a Plainville show in a while, too. I got to get to one of those.
Yeah.
Probably November I'll go to that one.
So this
I'll miss
Sunday,
those.
join us.
They're always fun.
I posted the thing on
Yes.
the Enfield Town Forum,
And if you
East
got
Windsor
kids,
Town Forum.
dressing up in costume, I think you get in for free if you're in costume.
Yeah, it's 99 cents. It's $1 to get in.
Yeah.
But
They do like a mini costume contest for... I think they're doing one. I remember Scott saying something about it, but I'm not sure if they're doing it or not.
should we Google
But
that?
also on Saturday, besides being the free comic book day, for kids, Matt Ryan is doing his King of Monster Mountain tournament at his shop in Terrafil, which is always a good time. You get to draw your own monster and battle up a mountain to see who's going to win. And every time there's a battle, Matt throws candy at you. So
Oh, yeah?
check that out, freelunchcomics.com for more information on that.
Oh, wait. Jeez Louise. Facebook, get out of my face. Hello, everyone. Our Halloween show is still for October 28th from 10 to 3 at the Golden Gavel. Free Halloween candy, donuts, and cider while supplies last. A wide variety of vendors will be there. Only 9 cents at the door. Children under 10, free if accompanied by an adult. Hope to see you there.
There you go.
There you go. That's all the information, my friend.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited. It's my favorite time of the year, man. I love that show.
It's a good time.
I love it a lot. And then
is.
the next one's not until February.
That's true.
So you got to go now because February could snow, could be really
Yeah.
crappy out. The weather's going to be great this weekend.
Yeah.
Might be a little rainy, might be fine.
Saturday's a big day for shows. There's this one. There's I think there's a show down in the southern part of the state. That East Haven show I think is happening. That Toys Collectibles show we went to years ago.
Oh,
I think that one's happening in North Haven.
on Sunday or Saturday?
Saturday.
Ah,
So if people are looking to double up on their purchasing,
so did you get your ticket for Saturday night?
nope, I'll do it today. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, you're not going to go.
I'm going. I just I forgot to buy the ticket. I'll do it. Did anyone else get it?
I'm the only one going, man.
All right.
Nobody's going, and I'm fine with that. I'm excited.
All right.
See A New Hope on the big screen with an orchestra performing the music. I've honestly been waiting years for this to come around here. I am so excited for that. I think it's amazing to watch an orchestra perform. It's probably right up there with watching a band perform, but it's like even greater because there's so many people.
Basically the same thing as a band.
It's bigger than a band.
Well, I know, but it's the same kind of...
But I just said that. I said it's like watching a band,
Yeah.
but watching an orchestra perform Star Wars music is just amazing.
Yeah.
I'm just very excited. All right, I'll believe it when you see it. You text me when you actually buy that ticket.
Yeah, I got to double check with Claire because I know she had mentioned something. I'm not sure if we're doing it yet, so I got to find out and I'll let you know.
I'll be going by myself.
No, because we're doing something during the day, so I just got to make sure.
What do you got going on during the day?
I think the Skyline Brewing Company, which Claire's friends with the owner, they're having their 2nd year anniversary party during the day, so I just got to figure out what time we're going to be there till. And if there's going to be enough. Yeah. So
If you have time, overlapping time.
Yeah, so that's why I got to figure that out.
All right, well, you keep me posted.
Yeah. And I want to go. It's just I was waiting for funds to appear. I am getting married, It's not as easy to just throw money around as it used to be.
Sucker. So, before we get to Doctor Who, I'm going to get...
I haven't seen the last episode yet.
Me neither.
Okay.
I only saw episode 1 and 2.
Oh, me too.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I do. I like it. It took me the first episode to get used to the new Doctor, which it always does every time.
Yeah.
It's never like you're just like, oh, this is fantastic. It's like, well,
To tell you the truth, by the time episode 1 ended, I was in love. I was like, yes, I love this.
Oh, yeah, no, me too. But I'm saying, the first episode starts, you're kind of like, let's see how this
She's
goes.
fantastic.
Let's see how they play this out. It's also new writers, new showrunners.
Yeah.
It's a lot of new.
I liked the first episode more than the second one. The second one was good.
The second one was just basically like, how do you get your TARDIS?
Yeah.
Basically.
I was waiting for the end to get the TARDIS back.
Yeah.
But I liked the concept, and it felt very Star Wars-ish.
It does.
Like, the guy was very Han Solo-ish.
Yeah.
But the two people that have to do this race.
Yeah.
They have to make it through this planet. And I like the concept. It was a good...
Yeah.
I like these grounded kind of plot lines.
Yeah.
And so far, I love the companions. They're friends now. Seeing the TARDIS. I don't know how I feel about the inside of it yet.
I was kind of weirded out by it. It was a little too...
You know what it reminded me of? Eccleston's.
Yeah, a little too avant-garde-y.
Well, you know what I'm thinking? It's a rebirth of Doctor Who. I almost feel like the TARDIS is like recreating itself.
Oh, I know it does every time, but it just kind of seemed the brown. I'm not really a huge.
It was
fan
the rocks. It was like these weird rocks.
Not really.
But I think the rocks, I bet you, are going to come off eventually. I feel like there's something going on in there.
I don't know.
It's a rebirth of the TARDIS.
Yeah.
But I think
I don't know
Jodie
if I'm
Whittaker.
such a huge fan of like the big little doorway thing. Like, you notice, like, as I go into the TARDIS now, it used to be like you just walk out of the TARDIS.
Yeah.
It was the flat part of the police box was where the door was. Now there's like a little hallway. Like you walk through the police box to get into the TARDIS kind of thing.
Yeah, it didn't bother me.
I just get like,
Yeah,
we'll get used to it.
We get used to it.
Yeah, it's just getting used to it.
I love the new theme song.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
I do too.
I really enjoyed the humor. I
like her like trying to figure out
who she is.
Thing.
Yeah, that's good. And she's still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
The first episode I watched twice. I watched the premiere at 1 o'clock, 1:15 or whatever. And then I watched the 8 o'clock. And the 8 o'clock had the New York Comic Con footage in there, which I watched.
That's when I recorded, yeah.
Yeah, so I watched both. Yeah. And each of them ended with an After the Who with different panels.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool. The first panel had Alison Hayslip, and the second one had Will Wheaton.
Ugh.
I like Will Wheaton.
Yeah.
What's wrong with him?
I'm over the after the show things.
Well, it's the only time I watched them.
I know.
They don't do them anymore, do they?
I don't know.
I think it was only for the premiere.
Oh, I'm just over the after the show things.
Yeah, me too.
So just let me just watch the show. I don't need your opinion on what the show was. I'll have my own opinion. Thank you very much. I don't need someone else to tell me how I felt.
Yeah, I'm going to listen to the podcasts, man.
I don't even listen to those.
I'm going to do a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care if anyone listens to this as long as I get it out. It's like therapy to me.
How is this therapy?
Well, you get to like talk about things and hash things out that you had. Like I can't talk to Claire about this stuff, so I talk to you about it.
Okay, it's like therapy.
Yeah.
All right. So we both liked it. I didn't watch I'm going to be like 1 week behind.
I didn't watch Rosa. That's the third episode. I didn't watch that one.
Me neither. But overall, I'm actually I'm in with this Doctor and this concept faster than I was Capaldi. It took Capaldi almost a whole
that took a while
season to get
going.
into it.
Yeah.
And I loved him at the end.
I did
but that
too.
first season, I
It was
wasn't...
very him high.
Well, because he didn't know who he was yet.
Yeah.
He didn't really find himself until he put on that jacket and he had like
Yeah.
the car shirt on and the guitar. That's where like this is
Yeah,
the
that's the
Doctor.
Doctor I
In the
want.
beginning, he looked like some weird magician,
Yeah.
and he like a wizard,
Illusionist.
And he even himself, the writers didn't know where they're going with him.
I love like the 80s, and this one I love the 80s like montage of making the sonic screwdriver.
It was cool that we got to see a making of the
Making of the
song.
sonic screwdriver.
That was kind of cool. I like that a lot
Yeah.
too. But I like the first episode for the emotional. You have the loss of someone's grandmother, and someone's girlfriend. That was her husband or boyfriend.
No,
They were
didn't know each
together. The guy. That was her. That was his girlfriend.
Oh yeah. The older guys.
The older
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. Wife.
And then that was their
Wife,
her
yeah.
grandson.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And I like that because
I like the fact that they didn't actually choose to go with a doctor in this one. Like
It all
usually, like,
happened.
you choose.
Yeah.
Like the doctor asked you to go along.
But the doctor didn't know who the doctor was.
The doctor didn't know who she was, and then
Yeah.
they were looking for she was looking for her TARDIS.
Yep.
And they all got warped, so now they're stuck together, kind of thing.
You know, there's a cool monster with the teeth.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, oh god. At first, I'm like, oh, they're missing teeth. Is he gonna have teeth in his mouth?
Yeah.
And then when he took the thing off, I'm like, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was weird.
That was a good one. I like the monsters.
I think that's going to be like the rolling monster through the thing. It seems to be like the alien that he was. That race is going to be like the big bad of the season. It feels like because brought up in the second episode. Like the people who made that planet that way were the people that guy was a race, the member of. Just remember when they were like in the thing and the cloth was attacking him and they're like,
yeah.
Who did this? And they're like, oh, it was this race that made the planet this way.
But was it the same?
It's the same race of the guy that
I didn't get that.
had attacked.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I want new villains.
I do too.
Because you get sick of the dialects.
You can only
all
see
the time.
dialects
Or
and
the-
Cybermen and
so many times.
like the Snorlaxes or whatever it is so many times.
Snorlax.
Whatever they are. You can only see like certain like 4 or 5 baddies so many times.
Yeah.
You don't need a new master for a while.
Yeah, we're good
Leave
on
that alone.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah.
It's a good first season so far. So I ended up seeing Halloween.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah.
It was #1 in the country, I heard.
It wasn't that good.
I just want to know, like,
It wasn't that great. It was okay.
does he say something when the guy's like yelling at him
No.
in the asylum? He's holding the mask at him.
He didn't say anything.
No. He just turn around and look at him or something?
No. They just cut to another scene.
Oh, well, that's stupid.
It was...
That was like the only part in the trailer that was like compelling. It's like, say something. It's like, oh, Michael's going to say something.
all the insane asylum people are going ballistic.
Yeah.
And he just stands away. And then they just cut to another scene. The kill count was all right. There's like one good kill. There were some all right. I saw Mike and Sean were going to go. Then Sean dropped out. So it was just me and Mike. And Mike was he's excited to see us. And we saw it. And I shit you not. The movie ended. I turned to Mike. He turned to me and he went, wow, that ending was, it was like a bump. It was like, there was nothing there. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't want to say anything, but it was,
Does it end the whole series kind of?
no, it was not satisfying at all.
So, of course, they're going to keep doing these.
Yes, because it made buco buck.
Yeah.
First of all, they promoted this movie as, she's gonna get him.
Yeah, she's coming back to get him.
Okay, the ending.
Does she kill her? Does he kill her?
Spoiler alert.
I'm not ever going to see it, so.
Spoiler for anybody who wants to see it.
Yes.
They get him in this. They have her house is all set up
Yeah.
to destroy him, Mike
Yes.
Myers, because she wants revenge.
Yes.
And they have a shelter in the basement, so they get him into this shelter, this fallout shelter in the basement. He falls in. They get out, and then she hits the switch, and these spikes go right on the top, so he can't come up at all. And then she hits this button on all these tubes are down there with gas. She starts filling the place up with gas, and then she lights up and lights
Burns
it on
them.
fire. Lights the whole house on fire. They get out. They escape. The thing is, they don't show them on fire. They show them gone. They get into the back of a truck. Her granddaughter's holding a knife. It freezes. The camera freezes, zooms into the knife, and that was the end. And we're like, what? They just set it up for a sequel. And I was just kind of disappointed. I don't know. It wasn't that great. It was all right. I wasn't scared. It wasn't really that intense. It was somewhat. There were some moments that had some good kills, but a lot of it was a lot of shot for shot of Halloween 1, Halloween 2. Now this is the new Halloween 2. So now it goes Halloween. I don't know.
Yeah.
Halloween 2 and beyond does not exist. This takes place after Halloween 1. X amount of years later, she's older. She wants revenge because he killed...
Halloween, H2O, and all those other ones.
It's the new timeline.
Erases all
Erase it all.
Retcons all of those.
Yes. And Halloween 2...
Halloween 4 doesn't exist. Halloween 3 doesn't exist.
Exactly. They retcon it all. But there's a lot of shots from those movies they pay homage to. But
it's just too confusing for
it
me.
wasn't... It's weird. It's getting a lot of praise, and I just don't get it. Like,
after watching Making a Murderer,
it wasn't that great.
Hearing what you're saying, how does that guy still get to go around the world?
What do you mean?
Those other guys get thrown in jail. This guy is like killing people like crazy, and he gets put in an insane asylum.
The funny thing is, he only killed 5 people that night on Halloween.
Yeah.
On the original, he goes into a insane asylum for X amount for 30 years or whatever, and
Well, he doesn't get released.
40 years. It's 40 years. Well, what happens is they're going to move him from the insane asylum to a maximum security prison. And the doctor, who's obsessed with him because he killed 5 people. I mean, there's serial killers out there that killed way more than 5 people. But for some reason, he's obsessed with this guy.
Yeah.
So Jamie Lee Curtis, she knows this is happening, but she wants her revenge.
Yeah.
So she stalks out. She knows that they're moving him.
Yeah.
So she's staking out the bus. She follows the bus and she's got a gun. And they imply that she's the one who takes out the bus.
And
to
lets them escape.
It tries to kill but fails, and they all escape. And she takes off. And then all of a sudden, the rest of the movie, it's her chasing him. But he is reliving his life. He's getting his mask back.
Yeah.
He's getting his jumpsuit back. He's getting his knife back. He's killing people. And then they have it out in the house. But it was very anticlimactic. It wasn't that great. It felt like it was very unsatisfying. It was not a satisfying movie. I didn't feel the ending was like
if you're a fan of it, it's not satisfying. Even if you're probably not a fan of it, it's probably not satisfying either.
See, a lot of people who are seeing it, who are big fans, seem to like it. For someone who's a casual Halloween fan, I don't. Maybe I'm becoming cynical as I get older.
Well, no. If the whole shtick of them selling it is she's going to get him, and she doesn't get him,
She doesn't really get him.
then what's the point?
Yeah, it was set up for a sequel.
You basically just stole $12 from me. That's basically what it turns into.
Luckily, I have the app. I paid $8.
Right, but still, you know, it's like you still stole money from me.
I've seen better movies, Halloween movies. I mean,
or even horror movies.
Yeah, I've seen better horror movies. I don't know. If people are having a good time in the theater, great. But for me,
can we just stop rehashing these old movies and come up with new ideas? Is that possible? Or retconning old movies to make new movies?
Well, Halloween will always continue.
Well, I know it's like the Saw movies and
Yeah, will always
the
continue.
Final Destination movies. It's like all that same kind of the Jason movies, the Freddy movies.
Yeah. Well, with Freddy, the actor.
Well, now it's the guy. It's Rorschach from.
No, it
Watchmen.
bombed. It didn't do well. So
I know what I'm saying. That was like
they tried.
Yeah, they
tried.
To bring it back.
But because he's a kind of character with that actor, I don't think they'll continue that because they tried and it failed.
Yeah.
I think with Halloween, Mike Myers, it's a mask.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. They can continue
William
that.
Shatner mask.
The William
so you
Shatner
could just
mask.
keep using that over and over again.
Yeah, I think when you actually have a
You put
physical...
anyone behind a William Shatner mask and it looks fine.
Yeah.
Just like Jason, you could put anyone behind a ski mask.
Yeah.
A Goalie mask.
Exactly.
they could kill people.
So, that was my review. Let's move on to Mark finally watched Making a Murderer years later.
Well, the second season was coming out.
Uh-huh.
And Claire was really wanting to watch it because she loved the first season.
We all love the first season.
She's huge into those kind of shows, like all the, murder mystery things.
Hey, Mark, little secret for you. Almost a good percentage of all females are really into this stuff.
I'm finding that out. That's kind of surprising to me. I didn't think they'd all be into that kind of stuff.
Allison, we watch Forensic Files, Dateline.
Forensic Files is on the television every night when she goes to bed.
When we go to the movies at night, when we see Venom?
Yeah.
Allison's like, can you leave Forensic Files on for me? I'll fall asleep to it.
Yeah, that's what Claire does.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do you fall asleep to people getting murdered?
Well, it's the voice, the guy's voice.
It must be the guy's voice. That's what
you
I said.
You don't hear screaming. You
No, but I said that has to be the guy, the narrator guy's voice.
Yeah, it's very common.
Yeah.
He's like, and then
there was murder.
Blah, blah. Yeah.
I do it all the time. And then she died.
Yeah.
Then they found her body mutilated in the forest.
We both love Dateline. Dateline, you get some real good Dateline.
Dateline for 8 hours. She's in all those.
Yeah, same thing. And I hate to tell you, there's a lot of females out there. They love it.
I guess.
Well, they're training themselves in case we ever screw up.
I guess. Yeah.
They know how to hide the body.
I know. That's why I said I don't ever gonna cross her because
they know how to kill us without a trace.
Yeah.
They've been studying these shows for years now.
Yeah.
We're in deep shit, man.
Yeah.
So just
play your cards
behave.
right.
Remember,
Don't cross the boss, as I always say.
Happy wife.
Happy life. Happy life.
There you go.
But anyway, so we watched Making a Murderer.
Yeah.
I somehow mix it up sometimes and go to Making a Murderer or something.
Well, that's close enough.
Or How I Met Your Murderer.
How I Met Your Murderer. That's a good one.
That'd be a good combo thing.
Yeah.
So, kids, let me tell you how I met your murderer.
But wait a minute. The kids are going to... So the kids haven't died yet.
The kids haven't died yet.
He's explained to them...
He's explained to them how he meets the person that's going to kill them.
And then the final episode is a murderer comes in and kills them.
But then they end up not getting murdered. Because he ends up just falling in love with the murderer.
Oh.
So the kids live.
Man.
It's a letdown at the end.
Just like
Halloween.
Just
like
a letdown. Or How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
That ending was a letdown.
Letdown at the end.
The whole time, it's Robin. It can't be Robin. He says, "Your Aunt Robin. Your Aunt Robin." It can't be. And then it was. Yeah. It was Robin.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the real mother died.
Yes.
Then it became
Robin.
The stepmother was Robin.
So it wasn't their mother. It was.
You know what that show was great until that final season when they made us do a whole season of a wedding, and then they got divorced.
Yeah.
That was
a
stupid.
week afterwards. Yeah.
Well, they got divorced in the future.
Yes.
Because the final episode skips ahead of time.
Yeah, yeah.
And they got divorced.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you made us watch a whole wedding for a whole season? And
even more amazing that no one ever noticed is that in that last episode, he goes back to the restaurant and steals the blue horn.
Yeah.
What restaurant in New York is open that long?
A lot of places are still
That's
open.
like amazing, though. That's like a rare occurrence that you have a restaurant open that long in New York City. Like a small little restaurant like that? That's impressive.
Know. Well,
that'd be some damn good food, I'll tell you that much.
There's a lot of places that are still open.
But anyways, yeah. Sidetracking.
Weird detail.
Anyway, Making a Murderer.
Your doorbell's ringing.
It is.
Who could it be?
You talk about Making a Murderer, and I'll be back in a second.
I'll put...
the trailer for the second one.
I'll get something going.
Some people, they feel really bad and sad and everything happened to me. And sometimes it feels like you want to cry, but you can't. Kind of shocked sometimes. I didn't think all of these people would care.
People around the world, millions.
Everyone is talking about Making a Murderer and the trials of Stephen Avery.
It's not over.
Once somebody's convicted, they have to move mountains to get out of prison. Our task now is to upend an entire system that favors the prosecutors.
Do we want the right person convicted? Yeah, but that's secondary. Teresa's gone. There's nothing else you can do about that.
Prominent attorney Kathleen Zellner, best known for overturning wrongful convictions, has taken the Avery case.
I have one goal, and that's to overturn the conviction of Stephen Avery.
Why would someone falsely confess to a crime that they didn't commit? They wanted this information in the worst way. So Brendan thinks if I...
You back? So, you want me to tell you who I think killed her? Teresa Hallaback?
The roommate.
No, her ex-boyfriend.
I thought that too. That was my first guess.
I still think it.
Him or the roommate?
I think they were both in on it.
Yeah.
You know why? Because they knew Stephen Avery would be a good scapegoat, and they're gonna go after Stephen Avery because of his past convictions.
And even the thing I said to Claire was, from watching it, was, you notice how he like magically appears at the beginning, looking for, trying to find her. He's there at the Avery thing. He sends them to look in the Avery's thing for the car, or just look for stuff.
Yes.
He hands them a camera and everything.
And that woman, they tell the woman to go look. And like, what were the chances? Why would that woman go look at that car?
Yeah.
That place is huge.
Yeah. And she goes in the first 3 or 4 cars she goes and looks for.
Oh, God.
And then all of a sudden, you never see him again. He doesn't go to any of the trial. He doesn't go to any of the other stuff.
Well, the brother does.
Yeah,
the brother.
The ex-boyfriend
the ex-boyfriend. You're right, yeah.
You never see him again.
And I feel like I've watched enough Datelines. Sometimes these people who actually do the murders, they're ones out there searching because they want to keep the heat off them.
Yeah.
And he was out there searching.
Yeah, he was organizing the whole search. Very involved with the police, talking to them about
there
stuff.
Was a thing about her. They broke up, and there was some sort of thing going on, and I honestly believe he killed her.
It's like that's like the first person you go and look at. I mean, honestly.
But they went after Avery because...
Well, I know, but I mean, if they were good police...
Yes. Clearly,
officers,
they're not.
They were good investigators. The first person you look at is the people she knows, not some random guy that... It's a very rare chance. Unless he's like a full-on serial killer, you get a random occurrence crime.
Now, Brendan Dassey, I feel, got the shit out of the stick. He's like...
I don't even know how he got roped into the thing.
We watched it.
I know, but it was like the whole thing of like it's really weird how he get like roped into it. He randomly just walked over there, and the police like dragged him into it, just off that.
Well, because he's related.
I know, but it was just kind of strange how they like.
And they want it, and then
and how no one like noticed in his regular trial, and his post trial. Like they said, like, oh, we're gonna let you watch all 4 hours of his confession.
Mm-hmm.
Who confesses for 4 hours to anything?
A lot of people do get false.
But I'm saying,
confessions.
By watching
it was a false
that,
confession.
By watching that, it's like, how would you think that was like? He came up with that.
He just wanted to go home. They were feeding him.
He had a project to get to.
He just wanted to go home.
He had to get back to school for a project. That's all he cared about.
He's obviously got a low IQ.
Yeah, he's slow.
He's slow.
Yeah.
They fed him information. They made things up. He agreed with it because he just wanted to go home.
Yeah.
And when you are dealing with someone with low IQ who doesn't know what's going on, they'll say anything because they just want to go home.
Happy. Well, the thing is, too, is he's one of those people that just says stuff to make you happy because he doesn't want to. Basically, doesn't want to talk to you. He just doesn't want to be bothered.
Yes.
He's almost like he's definitely on the spectrum somewhere.
Now, what pissed me off is when they convicted Stephen Avery, they said he worked alone, but then the same lawyer...
That was my thing.
...was after Brendan going...
That was my thing.
Well...
He was like, the guy literally says it in his closing statement.
I know, you worked alone.
Only one man did this. And then they go to the guy's trial, and they're trying to convict him of the same exact crime, even though they said only one person did this.
And he's the same lawyer.
Yeah.
He's the same fucking lawyer.
Yeah, that was my whole thing. I was like, how does that...
Isn't that messed up? Isn't our system messed up that can happen?
Yeah.
That would be like, you two... One of you is innocent, but you're both on trial, and we're going to convict him. He did it alone, but guess what? Since you're still on trial, we're going to convict you too, just for shits and giggles.
Just because we can.
The poor kid, man. The poor kid.
Yeah, he's just racking up numbers is all that guy was going for.
Yeah. Yes. Yep.
He just wanted to get convictions.
He didn't give a shit.
He didn't care what it was.
Because if he was a good lawyer, he said, I just convicted Stephen Avery working alone. I want him off.
Yeah.
Like, he should be going home.
Yeah.
Nope. You're going to jail too.
Or would you like if I was like, if it was a good prosecutor? I don't know how prosecutors work. So maybe someone out there who is a prosecutor can tell us or reach out to us and explain it to us. I would think like as even a state prosecutor, you'd at least like want to only convict the people that are actually guilty. You wouldn't just randomly try to convict people just because. But the thing that got me the most was in his post-conviction trial of Brandon. The lawyer, the new lawyer guy, like, gives them, like, the information. Like, this jackass prosecutor literally was paying off the lawyer for the kid to sell the kid down the river so the kid would testify against Stephen Avery.
I know.
And they showed the whole thing with O'Kelly and him talking him into the thing and making him draw out everything.
I know.
And then, like, in the middle of the post-conviction trial, the guy, like, starts breaking down. He's like, "Oh, the blue ribbon. I'm sorry. I like thinking about the blue ribbon again, and I can't help it."
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what are you talking about? You're supposed to be helping this kid. You were supposed to be helping this kid get off of what he's being charged with.
I know.
Not helping the prosecution put him in prison. Even if the kid was guilty, that guy's job was not to do that. And he was, like, basically just working for the prosecution. And then they go back and show that scene where the investigator comes out of the room and Len comes out of the room.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, "All right, you got everything set? You take care of everything? Yeah, we'll call you an hour after we get it taken care of." It's like they basically worked out a deal that they would send this kid down the river.
Mm-hmm. Dude, it's crazy. It was supposed to be seen by the Supreme Court, but I guess they will not be seeing him because they were going to try to get him out this year.
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
It's crazy that it's like, I don't know. It's like,
isn't it sad?
The kid basically
he did nothing.
Put in jail because he came up with a story that he read out of a book.
Uh-huh.
He got put in jail for it.
There's a free BrandonDassey.org.
I bet.
And
there's probably all that stuff.
I mean, you know, if his uncle, if Stephen Avery did it or not, that's not the I'm worried about Brandon.
Like, my first thing was, like, as I was hearing at the beginning of the thing, my first question, as I was telling Claire as we're watching, I'm like screaming at the TV screen, I'm like, "Where's the blood?
Yeah.
Where's all this blood?
For a hick?
If he supposedly cut her neck."
I know. There'd
be blood everywhere.
They made it sound like they had a sex orgy with her.
Yeah.
Like there was, and everything was clean. They
there
found
was
nothing.
Like no blood whatsoever.
Nothing. And
if you cut someone's neck, there's going to be blood everywhere.
And you know what's also funny?
The bed sheets would be full of blood.
These
the
people aren't that bright.
Blood on the walls. There'd be blood everywhere.
Yeah, these people aren't bright. They would have missed something.
There'd be blood in the car. There'd be blood in the garage.
In the carpet.
They shot her. If they supposedly shot her in the head.
Yeah.
There'd be blood on the floor.
The body was burned.
Yeah.
They found the bones in the fire pit.
There and in the quarry.
In the quarry. But there's no blood. I do feel the ex-boyfriend and friend
I think the
did it.
ex-boyfriend. I think my theory, which I've mentioned to Claire, and I'll mention to you now, is she goes to Avery's to take pictures of the van.
Yep.
Takes pictures of the van, gets back in the van. Either before that she went there or after she went there, she got a call from the ex-boyfriend, because there's a phone call after she was at Avery's.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That, you know, she got a phone call from someone to meet up with her somewhere, or she already had plans to meet up with somewhere, met with the ex-boyfriend somewhere. They got in an argument. He either pushed her or something. She fell, hurt herself.
Yep.
That's where the thing in her head happened.
Yeah, but there's the head thing could have been
like either he shot her after the fact,
the
or
bones
shot
were
her.
burned.
Yeah,
I mean,
but I think he took her to the quarry.
Yeah,
burned her body at the quarry.
Or could have shot her in the quarry because the water would have took the blood away.
Yeah,
yeah.
Burned her there.
Yeah.
Then, I think
moved the evidence.
He didn't. I don't think he moved the car there to Avery's. I think the police then found the body at the quarry.
You think the police are involved?
Because here's what I think happened. I think the police, I think that Link guy and that Colburn guy, somehow someone in the police found the body at the quarry. They had already found the car.
Which they lied about. Remember the whole thing? It was like, the car's in front of you. The guy was like looking at the car.
Yes. Because I think they found the car.
Yeah.
And they had already arrested Avery for the crime without having anything.
Yeah.
A body or
anything. And they didn't want to look bad.
They didn't want to look bad. So they figured, oh shit, we found the car. So let's place the car at his place.
Yeah.
Place the car at his place.
With the body in it.
No, the body
no,
wasn't
the body
in it.
wasn't in it. Yeah.
I think they then found the body after the fact. Because that's when they took over the farm for like a week.
Yeah.
The salvage yard for like a week.
Yeah.
And I think that's when they placed the body in his house. In the
barrel?
yard.
In the
barrel and in the...
It's true because the cops already look like a fool from his last time when he sued and he won.
Yeah.
So now...
It's very coincidental.
Oh, it's very coincidental.
As they're about to, like, basically depose these two other guys, the guys that are on the force now, the big wigs on the force now, this all happens. Like, they just kind of lucked into a murder, kind of, unfortunately. Like, oh, we can pin this on Avery. Then we don't have to pay off the, $36 million.
Yeah. It's to get out of paying the money.
But my thing that I thought was the craziest part of the whole thing, I don't know if you caught this.
Oh.
At the very end of the first season, when they're walking Avery to the police car to go to prison after he's convicted, it's Colburn walking him to the car.
Yeah.
The police officer that they deposed earlier.
Yeah.
And then he's also the same guy walking Dassey across the street back to the holding area.
Yes, I know that. Yeah.
I was like,
same guy.
How does that happen? That's the guy that was supposedly, he was a witness in the trial. Of both guys' trials.
It's all
And how
messed
does
up.
he get placed on the detail? Like, he's really sitting behind Brandon Dassey during his trial.
Yeah. It's a small town.
I was like, oh my gosh, but there's tons of cops. There's all these cops standing around.
I know. They're all it's all crooked, man.
Oh my gosh.
Is it intense?
And like I said, because Claire's like trying to figure out how they can't like get one of the but none of the higher courts are ever going to admit that a lower court messed up.
Oh God, no.
That's never going to happen. You're
Yes.
never going to get another court like the OJ thing. You're never going to get a court like if they appealed that stuff and went back for that. No one's ever going to turn and say, oh, well, that court messed up. Because once they say that court messed up, and especially, I said, with that whole different lawyers and different things and all that, I said, if they ever admitted that happened.
They'll never admit.
Like, any of that stuff happened.
They put
like
doubt.
the police happened.
Yeah.
The police thing happened, or if the Kratz deal happened, or any of that stuff. If they ever admit any of that stuff was wrong, not only do they have to let Avery and those guys out, and Gassy out, every other person that's ever been arrested by those guys.
Well, there could be lawsuits.
Any other guys that were under trial.
It's not Arkham. They can't just let everybody
not
out.
everyone out, but all those other trials have to then get reinvestigated.
Yes.
And redone over again.
Yeah.
Because all those other guys are now could be under suspicion of not being guilty.
Exactly. Yeah.
So there's no way they're ever gonna
if
admit fault.
If you want to see another one that's crazy, if you ever hear the Memphis 3, there's these 3 kids. There's a documentary on HBO.
Yeah.
There's been 3 documentaries. Okay, the third one, you could probably just watch the third one because it gives you they give you the whole thing in the beginning. The Memphis 3, there's these 3 kids, and there was a murder. These young kids,
like high school age.
They're high school age, but these little kids got murdered.
Yeah.
And they pinned it on these 3 kids, these teenagers. And they pinned it on them. Things went south. These kids were pinned. They couldn't get out of it. They were okay, you're done. We got you.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't them. So it went from the 90s until not pretty recently. They got out.
Yeah.
So they got out, but what happened was the court would not admit fault in saying they did this. So the plea bargain was this. You have to admit guilt. We will let you out. You plead guilty. We will put you on probation, but you'll be free. You won't be in jail anymore.
But you're listed as a felon the rest of your life.
Yes. Isn't that fucked up?
That's what they do.
That they wanted their freedom. So they said...
But that's what they do.
But they had to admit guilt. They had to say they're guilty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our justice system is fucked up.
Yeah.
They will never admit they're wrong.
No.
And that's the first thing that's wrong with this justice system. Admit you're wrong. Everyone's human.
Yeah.
It's okay to be wrong. But if you can't admit you're wrong, why should I trust you?
Yeah.
Everyone's wrong at some point.
And the random juror that had like a health emergency.
I know. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. I can't wait to watch season 2.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it all unfolds.
Yeah. We've really been watching it. I heard cancellation news. Iron Fist and Luke Cage got canceled.
I hear their individual shows are canceled, but there's now rumors that the Power Fist,
Heroes for Hire.
Heroes for Hire is going to happen.
That's the rumor.
That they're going to link them together.
Yeah.
And it's going to happen on the Disney streaming service, not on.
No, it's not going to Disney. It's going to Netflix.
That's what I heard.
Disney's not Disney already stated none of that. Any mature content will not be on their streaming service. They've already said it. They stated it.
Okay.
They said their streaming service is family friendly. It's all family stuff.
That Mandalorian show is not going to be family friendly.
Yeah, well,
The Star Wars thing?
all Star Wars is family
Well, it's going to be
friendly.
family friendly, but it's not going to be as family friendly as, Gummy Bears.
Okay, nobody said Gummy Bears is family friendly. You can take the family to see Force Awakens.
Family friendly. Gummy Bears are family friendly.
You can say every Star Wars film, you can take your family to go
Yes,
see.
yeah.
That show will be just on par with any of the current Star Wars films.
Okay.
It's not going to be blood and guts. And,
Well, no, it never is, except for the end of whatchamacallit there.
Yeah, it's
Rogue One. That's probably the most violent of a Star Wars
yeah.
you're ever going to see.
Star Wars will always be family friendly. They're not going to go. The Disney streaming service, I'm not making it up, man. The Disney came out with their thing. They said the service will be family friendly, and the Marvel Netflix shows are going to stay on Netflix.
All right. Well, then I'm pretty sure they'll probably just come up with it on Netflix then.
Yeah, they're going to do Heroes for Hire.
Heroes for Hire on Netflix.
Yeah, and honestly,
Which makes sense because Iron Fist doesn't need to be by himself.
the Marvel shows on Netflix are kind of losing the luster anyway. I could care
They're
less.
kind of on their course.
Nobody really talks about them anymore, other than they suck or Iron Fist.
They happen. They're just slow.
Either Iron Fist wasn't that good, and season 2 was it was all right.
Yeah. Let's see how Daredevil comes out next.
Season 3 already hit.
Does it come out already?
It's already out.
Oh.
I don't really want to watch Defenders, so I might just watch a YouTube
Yeah, you can watch a YouTube recap thing.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah. It was good though.
I'm sure.
Just a slow burn like every other Disney or Marvel thing.
But I'm kind of over it too. I want to see Daredevil season. Daredevil's the only one I really care about, and I want to see Punisher.
And Kingpin's back, so that's gonna be good.
Yeah, see, Punisher came out in.
I love Sizemore as whatever his name is. The guy who does Kingpin.
It's not Sizemore.
No, I know. It's what's
the
his
guy
face
from
there?
Law and Order.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who it is.
D'Onofrio.
D'Onofrio.
Yes.
He does a good job.
I was gonna say Gene Frito, but that's not it. The old chorus singer is.
No, but
chorus teacher is Kingpin.
Jon Favreau, Star Wars.
Mandalorian,
man. Whew, it's gonna be great. I saw some.
I saw the
stills, and George Lucas was on the set, and they've had a bunch of people.
Yeah.
If Disney streaming does a free, I'm sure there'll be 15 days free
at the beginning. Yeah.
I will binge watch that show because I don't want to pay for another streaming service. I don't care to have Disney streaming.
Yeah.
But I will get that free days just to watch The Mandalorian, because that's going to be the thing. They're going to launch this with Mandalorian. They're going to launch it with all these shows baked in, so you have a reason to go in.
To watch. Yeah.
Yeah, just like the DC thing.
Yeah. It's on Netflix now.
What do you mean?
Titans is going to be on Netflix.
The new Titan show that's on the DC?
Yeah.
They're putting it on Netflix?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I saw a commercial for it.
Are you talking about the cartoon or the live action?
No, the live action one.
Why would they be?
With the swearing Robin.
Let's Google this. What's it called?
Titans.
Titans
on Netflix.
DC show on. Why? That's not a good sign.
Right? To me, that's they're not even doing the thing now.
Wow, Titan Season 1 trailer? DC Netflix? DC's Universe Titans to stream on Netflix internationally.
Yeah.
Netflix also airs a CBS All Access Star Trek Discovery outside the U.S. Titans is limited, so it's going to be internationally. So the DC streaming service is
American only.
American only. You can only watch Titans. Internationally, Netflix is going to have it.
Oh.
So there you go.
That seems weird, though. It still seems weird. Like, why wouldn't it be international?
Netflix has closed a deal with Warner Brothers TV for international rights to the studio's upcoming live-action drama Titans. There you go.
Okay.
So, outside the U.S., Netflix has different things. Netflix is not the same in every country.
I know.
So, remember that movie with Natalie Portman that got great reviews?
Annihilation?
So, Annihilation came out in theater in America and went straight to Netflix outside the U.S.
That's weird.
Netflix got the rights for...
It's on Netflix now. I just saw it.
It is. Yeah. But Netflix got the international rights for it, and if you lived in the UK...
You could watch it.
You watch it on Netflix. But we had to go to the theater for it, and then it went to Netflix.
But how does that work for box office-wise?
Box office, just it came out here.
Domestic, and that's it. They don't get any international.
Because they probably figured it wasn't going to make a lot, so they... if a studio is like, okay, this movie's going to do buku buck in the United States, but China don't give a shit about it, we'll sell it to Netflix for international rights. We make our money. Netflix gets it. And then here we make our money in the box office and Netflix. I mean, it's a win-win.
I guess. It just seems
in this day and age now, you can place your bets.
Yeah, you can, yeah. But it's just kind of, like, I thought that was weird. Like,
so, Titan Season 1 will be on Netflix outside
it just seems weird
US.
that the DC thing would only be American and not, like...
It's only American.
DC is not popular overseas or something?
There's probably different things. Cost money to do international.
I guess.
So...
Wow.
I mean, you go to China, they have way different things than we do.
Oh, I know. I just was
and probably DC
I thought it was
is an
strange.
American thing. It's like
Batman and all that's a popular overseas.
Maybe not. Maybe it's not that. And plus, they have to have rights. They have to have rights to air it over there.
Yeah,
it's all streaming rights.
I'm never gonna watch it anyway, so it doesn't bother me.
No, but you're learning something, and there you go.
There you go.
All right, Mark. I think it's time to go.
Sounds like a plan to me.
So there's a new Weezer song, which I love.
I saw it with the guy Pete Wentz from Fall Out Boy.
But it can't knock the hustle.
Can't knock the hustle.
It's can't knock the hustle.
Yes.
But when I play this at home, I sing...
Can't knock the hustle.
Can't knock the hustle.
Because why wouldn't you?
And Allison's like, this is why you like this song. I'm like, I love this song. I can't knock the hustle.
It's also Weezer. That's the reason why you love this song.
Oh, yeah.
They could sing a song about tube socks and you'd like that.
Yeah. I've been loving this song. And I haven't been this jazzed for a new Weezer song in a while.
The Black Album.
Yes. I'm very excited for the Black Album.
Yes. Is there a release date for it, the Black Album, yet?
Not yet. This is the first single off of it. Can't knock the hustle. Allison's like, you should play for Jeremy. I'm like, he doesn't know how to work things.
He doesn't know how to work things? You're playing it for him. All he has to do is sit there and listen to it.
Yeah, it's hustle.
You say his foot hurts and he can't come over.
My ears hurt because I can't walk.
Because I can't walk.
So next week...
I'm going to be an accountant who can't hear.
Next week, 20 Rock Kind of Town.
Yes.
Halloween edition.
Yes.
And then we'll be back after that.
Yes, but before all that happens, come see us this Sunday at the Golden Gavel in East Windsor, Connecticut. Yes. We'll be there, signing autographs, bring your WACC tube socks, and we'll sign those as well. See you all next week, everybody.
Can't knock the hustle. don't step to me, don't step to me, bitch. Now you can criticize me for anything. I ain't like them other boys. Higher education is the key to escape, but I never learned to roll a joint. Can't knock the hustle. Can't knock the hustle. Leave a 5-star review and I'll leave you 1, 2. Can't knock the hustle. Hasta luego. Hasta luego. Hasta luego. Adios. Hasta luego. Hasta luego. Hasta luego. Adios.
Get the fuck out of the car! Pineapple Man, for when life comes at you fast.
Pineapple Man, pineapple